Sweet. Justin, you go down by 4 but have a 7-1 penalty count against you. The opposition has 3 successful challenges, you 1 failed. Is it a bitter pill to swallow?
Yeah, definitely. And look, I'm not here to take anything away from Parramatta. Look, good luck to them. It's not about that. But it's about us as a club not being one of the big clubs and not getting anything. If they're 50-50s, make them 50-50s. Give us a couple, give them a couple. We're happy. I'm not asking for 7-1 and 3-0 in the captain's challenges. Like, you're better off getting me to talk about the first half and then the officials to do the second half, rather than now you're asking me 10 minutes after a game. We had a great opportunity taken away for us to try and win a game of footy. I don't know if we're good enough or not, so that's why I said I'm not here to take anything away from Parramatta, but defensively we struggled in the first half, but we fought our way back in with some great footy and scored some terrific tries. And then the second half we got a try early, and then we're peppering their line with the captain's challenge. It's, did the leg touch the ball, did it not? And then 20 minutes later, we're in the ruck and he puts it, did the leg touch the ball? Hey, someone tell me the difference, because it has a big bearing on a game. So either make it 50-50 or get rid of the captain's challenge, because it's not favouring us, and it never has, and it's a big bearing on a game. That first half of footy was exciting. It was a lot of tries. In the second half, honestly, if I wasn't coaching, I would have fallen asleep. The game didn't never flow the whole second half, and it was so disappointing to watch my team just continually defend the line, and then just never get a chance to try and win the game. But that's the way I feel, and being honest.
A big decision came at 28 all, Tino, the penalty against you. How do you look at that incident in isolation?
It was a hard situation, if I don't go in there, and he runs the ball, that's a try there. So, it's 50-50. What do? Do I go in or do I stay out and give a penalty? There wasn't any intention to give a penalty. It was just me thinking he's going to run, make the tackle, then next play. But yeah, it is what it is. The game's gone, but it needs to be even.
If he doesn't kick that ball, he runs through. So the referee cleared that. I'm fine with it. He cleared it, Then he gets the call, overturns it. So if you're going to get a call and overturn them all. So when they scored in the left corner and the touch judge called forward, he said he disregarded that. You either go with the officials or you don't go with them. You can't pick and choose when you want to and when you can't, because we're a club that had a great opportunity today, come down and beat one of the big heavyweights as a chance to win in the comp for our whole region that's been flooded, and we took it, responsibility for our group to try and put some smiles on people's faces. And as I said, I don't know whether we would have got there anyway. I'm not here to complain about that or take anything away from Parramatta. They got the job done, and they probably disappointed the way they played in the second half. But when I sit here and your first thing, you didn't talk about any tries, any tackles, you went straight to decisions, and we're on the wrong end of them all last year and again. And I don't know why. That's why I said, you're asking me to answer questions that I don't know the answers to. I'm trying to be accountable for how we play. And look, yeah, we should have defended better in the first half, but for how much we didn't have the ball in the second half and the boys just kept turning them away. So I'm so proud of that, but you don't get any points for that.
Justin, are you saying you feel like you're officiated differently to some other teams?
No, today, I just asking purely around today's game. That's what I find it difficult to swallow. And if you look at the like for likes all through the game, I just don't know how you can't get any. And as I said, I thought the first half, while both sides weren't happy with how we defended, if that's what we want as rugby league, a showcase of good tries and excitement for fans that are here. And don't forget, there's a lot of fans that aren't here that are going for the other team. I think as a game, we've got to remember that. We tend to get excited about how we hear people roar at a stadium and can affect our decisions, and we shouldn't do that. We should just let it play normally, let the second half play the way the first half played, and see who the best team is. And we'd all feel much better, and we'd all be just talking about the game right now.
What did you make of Toby's performance?
Yeah, I thought he's great. Yeah, I thought, it was hard. What made it hard for him, we spent all pre-season with him and AJ in the halves, and AJ, the more sort of senior one, that they're working really closely together, and then unfortunately this week AJ just couldn't get right for the game, so that made it a little bit harder on Toby. But Will Smith was outstanding for us. Like, he jumped in replace of AJ, and was nearly one of our best. If we can keep talking about the footy, I'm much happier. Phil Samuel's excellent for us. We had so many of these guys playing massive minutes, and we didn't get our second trial in. So, they hadn't even had a trial game. So, look, the game itself was, closely fought, and that's something I'm really proud of.
You get AJ back next week.
I'd say so, yeah. I won't guarantee because I thought he was going to play today and didn't quite get there. So he's just only had a little niggle that he just couldn't get 100% to. So it would have been too big a risk to risk him not being right today, and then it snowballed into future weeks. So we left him out today, and as I said, really happy with Will Smith.
Tino, you take the result out of it. You go 5 tries all with one of the premiership picks. Are there more positives than negatives out of today for Gold Coast?
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot of positives that we can take from that, and obviously not having a second trial, you sort of get that from that. But it's round one. It's a lot of positives that we can take into next game and really execute that. But then there's also things that we need to work on as a club and as a team to get right next week. But it's a good start. Obviously would have been better with the win, but that's footy. You learn from it and you move on.